last recipe, we're making a quick Udo Noodle Bowl with miso tofu. Start by cutting your tofu into triangles and then add that to a pan with some oil to crisp up. I like to use a non-stick pan for this, just so I don't have to stand over the stove and watch every second. In a small pot I'm also boiling some water. While the tofu is frying, slice up some cucumber into half moons, and then we're making not one but two sauces. The first sauce is basically just miso paste, sesame and water, which we're going to use for the tofu later. I'm also cooking my udon noodles now. The second sauce will be the main flavor of the dish, made from tahini, soy sauce, vinegar, orange juice, pepper and freshly grated ginger. I also highly recommend not knocking over your jar. Back to the tofu, you can add the miso sauce and fry that for 20 to 30 more seconds before removing from the heat, and then it's already time to assemble. I'm starting with the udon noodles and most of the tahini sauce, which I'm mixing together, and then I'm adding the tofu, the cucumber, some pickled red onions as well as more sauce, and then lastly some fresh parsley. This dish is so flavorful and customizable, just use whatever veggies and protein you have on hand. Next up is this spiced bulgur and chickpea salad that's super meal prep friendly and easy to make. Start in a small pot with the bulgur, curry paste, tomato paste and vegetable stock powder or paste, as well as some water, and cook that for 10 to 12 minutes until the bulgur is done. In the meantime, we're chopping up some red bell pepper, red onion and fresh parsley, and we're making a dressing with olive oil, pomegranate molasses and lemon juice. To mix it all together, grab a large bowl and add your bulgur, a can of drained chickpeas, the veggies and the sauce, and combine really well before serving. If you were to meal prep this, add this to a container and then cool down completely before storing it in the fridge. Listen, it's almost spring, and one sunny day this week I just could not resist making a pasta salad, so I started by boiling some fusilli, but farfalle or penne would work as well. I then chopped up some cherry tomatoes and red onion. I made a really simple balsamic dressing with olive oil, balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper and oregano, before assembling my salad with some arugula, brown lentils for protein, the veggies, pasta and then lastly the dressing. This was actually the first time this year that I could eat my lunch outside, and I loved it very much so. For the last recipe, let's make a super easy mushroom and hummus toast. We're starting by cleaning a packet of mushrooms and then slicing them into thick slices, as well as finely mincing 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. I love garlic, so I'm adding a lot here, but you can add as much or as little as you like. To a dry and cold pan, add the mushrooms and then turn on the stove, letting them cook undisturbed while we make a quick hummus using chickpeas, lemon juice, tahini, cumin, salt, pepper and ice water. Blend that up and then store it in a container. Back to the mushrooms. Once they have released all of their liquid, you can add the garlic, a dash of oil and stir that for around 1 to 2 minutes until the garlic is lightly brown. Add some soy sauce to finish and then we're already done. To assemble, I'm serving these on some fresh bread from the market with the hummus, as well as some fresh parsley for garnish. These mushrooms are seriously so easy and quick to make. I highly recommend adding them to your lunch rotation.